Iwanun. On deck is Britt singing karaoke.
Yeah, Korean food like totally sucks, right? Yeah, you know the reason why is because like we were colonized by Japan, right, for like 35 years. And so at that time, like Japan, they took all the good food, especially out of Japan, right? And so we were just left with leftovers. And with those leftovers, we made Korean food, you know? So it sucks, yeah. So don't ever let anyone gaslight you into believing like Korean food's like worth the price that you pay in a restaurant, right? Because it's not, you know? Those same people that'll tell you that Korean food tastes good are the same people that'll tell you that Dane Cook is a funny comedian. Yeah, you know, I was born in LA and I grew up in Temple City, which is near Pasadena. And mostly white people, right? So all the girls, you know, none of them said that I looked good or anything, right? Because I'm Asian and I look weird, you know? And that's how I always kind of thought about myself until I went to Korea when I was 15. And man, you know, not only was my mind blown, but so was my dick. Yeah, you know, like, I don't know what, like women out here, I don't know how they would rate me as a 4 or 5. But in South Korea, I was like a 9.9 and shit. Yeah, I was like the tallest dude in the whole country and shit. And I have an American accent, you know? And so for like some Korean girl, like, you know, spend her whole life in Korea, all of a sudden see some Korean dude, you know, with an American accent. That was like fire crash, right? Yeah, you know, I was only 15. You know, grown women just throwing their pussies at me and shit. I was like, oh, excuse me, man, you know, you dropped this. But hell yeah, I'm going back there. You know, my plan is to be a famous comedian. And I'll go back to Korea and spend the rest of my life knee deep in a rice paddy full of pussy. Yeah, you know when you call someone who's mixed black and Asian, you call them Blasians, right? And then someone who's mixed Mexican Asian, you call either Mexican or Asians. You know what we call it if someone's mixed with Asian and white? Assholes. Yeah, you know my brother, he's mixed Korean lady, and she calls him Oppa, right? Which in Korean means big brother. It's kind of gross, right? I'm like, what the fuck's that all about? Yeah, me and my wife, my ex-wife, she always just called me stepdad. Yeah, I was watching the men's diving this past Olympics, and it's like, dude, you know, the guys are like almost naked, right? They're like wearing the smallest little cheesecake little bikini thing, and they're all ripped and shit, muscly. I was like, man, men's diving is like the gayest Olympic sport, hands down. Right? More like hands up and back and forth motion. Yeah, you know, when you go to a Korean person's house, you have to take off your shoes, you know, it's not negotiable. It's not really a tradition or anything. You just want to make sure you're not stealing their chopsticks. Yeah, you know the national dog of Korea is called the Chindokgo. Yeah, it looks kind of like a husky, but it's blonde and has a curly tail. And it tastes like ham. Yeah, you know they say elephant never forgets. Yeah, that is until it's his turn to take out the trash. Yeah, I had a real bad hangover the other day. Oh, it's horrible, you know, I hate hangovers. It's like the worst part of drinking, right? Yeah, the only thing worse than having a hangover, I think, is listening to Dane Cook's special. And you know, they say Disneyland is like the happiest place on earth, right? But that's just if you're a little kid, you know? Yeah, if you're a grown man, I'd say the happiest place on earth would be South Figueroa Street. Yeah, you know, now they say California is now #1 in road rage in the whole nation. That's pretty crazy, right? Woo! Finally, all my hard work is paid off. Yeah, you know, you see, I was watching the show and they said that ducks have like corkscrew penises. And then they also have corkscrew vaginas, but it's corkscrewed in the opposite direction. That's gotta feel weird as fuck, right? Yeah, no wonder why they're like, quack! Well, this last year, you know, we have Thanksgiving in Korea, Korean Thanksgiving, we celebrate. And it's just like normal Thanksgiving, except we celebrate with our dead relatives, right? Like, we'll put a place for our dead relatives, you know, we'll put their pictures there. Like, for us, it's my 2 grandparents and my aunt that passed away, right? And then we'll put a place for them, right, with the food and everything. And throughout the meal, we'll, like, take, like, a bite of food, and we'll, like, put it in this bowl, you know, like, as if they're eating it. And same with liquor, right? We'll get, like, a shot of soju, we'll, like, swirl it around this incense, right, because it's incense burning. And we'll, like, pour it into this bowl as if they were drinking, you know, like if they were there with us. And it's kind of like the whole, like, you know, you pouring a beer on the sidewalk. And we do it with food though, right? But we also use their favorite food. Like my grandmother, her favorite food is a certain type of fish, right? So we always have that fish in front of the picture. And then my aunt, her favorite food is like this pork belly. It's like these big slabs of bacon kind of. And then for my grandfather, you know, we put my grandmother's picture like kind of under his like this. Because his favorite thing to eat, was my grandmother's pussy. I'm out here, thank you.
Give it up for Iwan. Nice job, Iwan.